chair, fellow speakers, and no guests. Every single day, we do something extraordinary and we barely notice it. We take something from the outside world and we put it inside our bodies. Could be an apple, could be a piece of bread, could be a forkful of dinner. And in that simple act, we begin one of the most remarkable journeys in biology. The journey of food through the human body. But what fascinates me about this journey is that it's not just about digestion, it's about life. Because the body is constantly doing something we humans are not always very good at. It knows how to take in what's useful and let go of what isn't. And that journey begins here with the mouth. The moment food enters the mouth, digestion has already begun. The teeth begin breaking it down. The saliva releases enzymes that start to digest the carbohydrates. And so your body's got to work immediately. But before any of that happens, something else happens first. Choice. We choose what we allow into our bodies. I picked a banana. The body may be wise, but it still relies on our discernment. So what we allow in matters, and the same is true in life. Because we are constantly taking things in. It could be ideas, experiences, opinions, and relationships. So the question is not just what are we eating, it's what are we consuming in our lives. So once we swallow, the food goes down your esophagus and lands in your stomach. If your stomach's here, most people think it's down there, but it's not, it's up here. The stomach is a remarkable place. It's not gentle, it's acidic. It churns, it squeezes, and it breaks everything apart. The stomach doesn't politely process what we've eaten. It dismantles it. Because before something can nourish us, it has to be broken down. And I think life works a little bit like that too. Experiences arrive whole, and meaning comes later. Sometimes the things that happen to us need to be churned around, questioned, pulled apart, before we can understand what they are actually giving us. Digestion takes time. Now, after the stomach has done its work here, the food moves down into the small intestine, and this is where the real magic happens. The small intestine is incredibly long. It's about 6 metres. I'm thinking that's about a metre. Somebody will probably correct me. It's about a metre, 6 of those. Imagine 6 metres. Delicate tissue whose sole purpose is to absorb what we need to live. Nutrients pass through the intestinal wall into the bloodstream, vitamins, minerals, proteins, and the body carefully takes what's useful and leaves the rest behind. Now there's something very elegant about that. The body doesn't cling to everything. It selects. It assimilates what nourishes it and moves the rest along. And wouldn't it be interesting if we approach life the same way? Taking in the lessons, keeping what strengthens us, but not holding on to everything else. Now eventually the journey reaches the large intestine, which is the colon. That sort of does that inside our bodies. Now the colon doesn't get a lot of applause, apart from when somebody brings one into my clinic. But its job may be one of the most important, because the final stage of digestion is elimination. We won't do any demonstrations for that. The body understands something that many of us struggle with, the importance of letting go. Anything that cannot nourish us must leave the system. If it stays too long, it becomes uncomfortable, even toxic. The body knows this. And yet in life, we often do the opposite. We hold on to things that no longer serve us. We have old hurts, old ideas, old identities, old versions of ourselves. We carry them around long after their usefulness has expired, but the digestive system offers us a different lesson. Take in what nourishes you, break it down, absorb what strengthens you, and then let the rest go. Every meal we eat follows this journey: choice, breakdown, assimilation, and release. And perhaps the wisdom of the body is quietly showing us something. A healthy life is like a healthy digestive system. It's not about holding on to everything. It's about knowing what to take in, having the courage, or the guts, to let the rest pass through. So the next time you sit down to eat, remember, you're not just feeding your body, you're participating in one of the most extraordinary journeys in nature, a journey that reminds us every single day how to live. Take in what nourishes and let the rest go.